I am Byung-mun Lee from Gachon University in South Korea. Today, what I present is security between the humidifier dryers and a monitoring server in plastic manufacturing controls. First of all, I will introduce research issue in the introductions, and then I describe the drying process for plastic injection molding system in a smart factory. In these systems, now we can be faced some threat issue in security. So I suggest a secure data transfer for data integrity. After I present experiment and this result, I have conclusions. Today, some factories combine their manufacturing process with IT technology in order to increase productivity. There are no exceptions in the plastic manufacturing process. As you know in these pictures, many definitely dryer is right-hand side in the plastic factory. They have a role to dry the plastic materials. Injection molding machines are also available inside. Generally speaking, in injection molding of plastic involves three-step process. They are transferring step, dehumidifying step, molding step. Today, if the moisture is included in the material over an allowable range, tiny water drops can be formed, and the product will have bubbles which make it defective. So, dryer measures the moisture quality, and when the value is high, the heater inside the dehumidifying dryer needs to be applied to reduce the moisture quantity. On the other hand, when the moisture quantity is low, the operation of heater need to be stopped, and it need to be controlled to increase the moisture quantity. Like this, the humidified dryer measures the moisture content data that change frequently in real time and need to transfer to the monitoring server. About from 10 to 100 dehumidifying dryers are usually operating in one factory buildings, and also they are operated at the same time in many buildings. Stable data transferable wireless network is difficult because many facilities and the devices are installed inside a factory. Unreliable data transfer capability can increase the defective rate in the manufacturing process. There are three factors that determine whether the system is reliable. There are confidentiality, there are integrity, there are availability. That's it. So, in this picture, I suggest encryption and the decryption mechanism to overcome this threat. Plastic manufacturing machine has two subsystems, which are the humidifying drying system and the injection molding system. Let me explain how to make a product from material in the system. First of all, plastic material are inserted into hopper dryers, and then the humidifying processing occurs. Dry hot air inside hopper dryers remove some moisture from material. Due to this process, exhausted air with moisture is sent to a dryer, which gets rid of the moisture through a drying process. Dry hot air is emitted to the hopper dryer again. Finally, the dry material goes into injection molding machines, and then it is injected into plastic product. So, drying process must precede the molding process. The suitable drying temperature for the dehumidifications and the moisture quantity are different for each material, as shown in table 1. It means that the controlled heater temperatures is different for each material in a humidified dryer. Thus, a smart factory-based network is necessary in order to measure and transfer and control moisture content in real time from multiple dryers using a variety of materials. Most smart factory networks are composed of wireless LAN for safety and facility management of workers, and the server is connected on wired network. The humidifying dryer mainly measures drying temperature as well as dew point temperature and send them to the server in real time. Since the materials applied to the hopper dryer are different, the control data are different from server to the dryer. For example, since optimal drying temperature of material supplied to a dryer in the pictures is from 70 degree to 80 degree, and the optimal drying temperature of material supplied to B dryer is 120 degree. The control commands are different for stopping or applying heater. In these situations, data transmission must be safe and accurate in order to avoid problems in the production process. If unauthorized transfer or unexpected command are sent to the smart factory networks, there is a possibility of data corruptions which create a security threat. To protect the system from these threats safely, data confidentiality, data availability, and data integrity must be satisfied. Data confidentiality means that certain data should not be leaked to unauthorized user or systems. To maintain data confidentiality, encryption must be transferring, and the decryption mechanism after reception has to be done. Data availability means that data must be available to authorized user under all circumstances. Data availability is important because it is related to the persistence of data in a smart factory. This is because proper control can be formed right away when data measured in a dehumidified dryer is sent immediately. Data integrity means that unauthorized users should never be able to modify or delete certain data. When drying temperature or dew point temperature data is transferred to the monitoring server, there can be attacks such as in the middle of attack. Let me show you more detailed example to next slide. Let's take a look to the figure. When a dryer measures 160, 80 as drying temperature as a dew point temperature, any attacker can be counterfeited to 167 and 75 degree respectively. with a spoofing tool and transferred to a monitoring server. They have a weak point to be used in a server as they are. In this case, a defective product can be produced because dry application is operated poorly as fact control data is transferred. Therefore, because the dryer embedded application generate transfer data in the form of text inside an HTTP protocol packet, the content may easily be counterfeited or altered or modified. This problem does not guarantee data integrity with the encryption method used in keeping confidentiality. Therefore, the next slide will suggest an integrated security mechanism for this. To guarantee the integrity of data, signature code is needed to guarantee the encrypted content are not counterfeited or modified. I suggest safe data transfer mechanism by using the MD5 hashing function in the picture. Before transferring, there require encrypt data which is made from Sprich algorithm by using the key K. Sprich encryption algorithm that were made lightweight to decrease the burden of the system. And then compose message will be made. Encrypt data with hash coded data from the MD5 algorithm. In order to verify the effectiveness of the proposed secret mechanisms, the embedded application is implemented in the encryption scheme on the dryer. The application was implemented on Node.js by using the JavaScript, and the data from server was saved in MySQL database. Actually, after transferring the temperature data measured by the dryer, it was checked whether data integrity was violated before storing data to the database. In the experiment shown in the figure, we intentionally modified the data by using the burp suite spoofing programs and transferred it to the server and confirmed the server detected to data integrated and then denied to store it into database. Now, I conclude some. First, secure data transfer is most important on the smart factory networks to decrease defective product rate. Second, there are many types of threat, and data integrity availability are critical to manufacturing control. Last one, I propose a secret mechanism for secure data transfer and confirmed its usefulness through experiment. However, further study on data availability in smart factory is needed and will be supplemented later. I will finish the presentations. Thank you for listening.